In this video, we will review the setup that we need to do to allow the users to use the programs, the PLM programs. Before we jump into the detailed roles that we can assign to the specific user, we must ensure that first the user can access to the models. If in the Just Desktop we selected a user, we are able to see which models that the user can start. For example, for the master user, I see that the master user can work with the screen builder, product specifications, PS utilities, and inside the Just Tools have access to the PLM manager, printout manager, and time and action config. For example, if I check another user, I can see the user, the roles that they have also assigned to this user, to the user. If we click in everything, it will select everything. If we do not click on anything, it will not select any model, and then we can model by model start to assign the roles to this user. If we want to copy, for example, I'm working with Carla, and if I want to copy the definition that I already made for another user, I can use this button, copy, and then I can select that I want to copy data from user master to the user that I have selected. Now I should choose the modality, what I want to do. I want to overwrite or I want to add the new settings. I will choose overwrite and press copy. And then if I check my car and save for sure. Now if I check, I see that the user Carla has the same models assignment than the user master. This is the first part of the roles that we can assign to the user. The second part is related with the functions inside the models. On the Just Desktop, we define which models the users can use, and on the PLM Manager, we define what functions and inside the models and what structures IDs the user can manage. For example, I will select the master user. Clicking in the master user, I can see on the first tab what structure IDs the user can manage. If I have here the enable, this means that the user can work with these structure IDs. Imagine that, for example, you want that Carla or another user for the items do not have access, for example, for the telas. You just need to go here and remove. After you remove, if the user try to get access to the structure ID 40, he will not be able to manage this. Okay. So besides the structure IDs, colors, and the printing patterns access, it's also here that we define the models rights here. So, for example, for the case of Intermoda, you will need to manage the product specifications and the PS utilities functions. For example, for this user, all of the PS utilities functions are enabled. Imagine that you do not want that this user can manage the color card. You just need to go here and remove the function. This is also valid for the product specification. If I go to the product specification model, all the functions that are visible for the user can be enabled or disabled here. Beside the model settings, we can set up the role for the table rights. What does this mean? This means that inside PS utilities, you are able to control and to manage some tables, some customized tables, and also the standard MISC tables. Okay, all the tables that we have here, it is possible to allow or do not allow the user to manage it. So how can we assign? It's very similar to the other functions. We have here the name of the table, and then we just need to enable or disable the the the, the access to this table. We also have here a possibility to copy uh, the setup that we have in one user to another user. How? It is also very simple. I can select, for example, the user master, and if I click here, copy rights on, now I just need to select the user to where I want to copy the roles that I implement for the user master. It's also very simple. I just need to select, for example, Carla, and when I press yes, the system warning that saying that it will override the access that Carla already had in the system. Then if I click OK, all the roles that I had defined for the user master in terms of access to the tables, models functions, and also structure IDs will be cop copy copy sorry will be copied for this user.